What's up everyone, it's Kyle from Color Expression bringing you another video all about mixing nail polish. As you may know, Holo recently released their second anniversary collection, and in there they included an empty bottle to let you create and mix your own nail polish at home. So today we're going to create 9 different shades using all different sorts of Holo polishes. We're going to mix them together, see how they came out, and swatch them so we can talk about them in the comments. I haven't decided what I'm going to make as my official bonus track, so I definitely want to hear your thoughts down below on all the shades in today's video. Before we get into the mixing, I just want to say hello and welcome to any new viewers. I really appreciate you clicking on this video, giving it a shot, and if you enjoy it, I definitely want to say make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. We do nail art, swatches, tutorials, just all sorts of fun nail related content, so make sure that you hit that subscribe button. But now let's get to some mixing. So like I said before, I haven't decided on what I actually want to do with my bonus track bottle. So for now, I decided to order some mini nail polish bottles on Amazon that I'm going to link down below in case you want to try some things out before also sacrificing your bonus track. But they came with the mixing balls in a baggie instead of in the bottles, so I decided to just get all those balls in there right away instead of doing it each time. So every bottle is going to be ready to go. It has its cap, it has its mixing ball, and we can just like start mixing polish because like I said, I am so excited for this. I think that these all ended up so cool, but you're gonna see them in a minute. I'm just gonna finish screwing on these caps and then we're going to get into mixing our first polish. So this one is gonna be inspired by the Kim Petras song There Will Be Blood. So I wanted to grab some like reds and just like some like dark and vampy colors, as Kelly Mercer would say. And then I just wanted to grab some black to darken that red base. Something that I did with each shade was I mixed them around before actually pouring them into the mini bottles, just to make sure that all the ingredients in that bottle were fully incorporated, like we didn't have any separation of ingredients. And then I got as much as I could off the brush too, just to kind of like keep everything clean and neat and not like unnecessarily get polish all over the place. So we're gonna start here. I just did like eyeball measurements. I'm not doing any fancy like weighing it on a scale or this or that. Like I kind of just would count to 1 or 2 depending on how much of a certain polish I wanted in the mix, and then I noted in comparison to the other polishes like how much I did of each one. So those numbers in parentheses at the front are actually like the ratio of like 1 part this, 2 parts that. So if you want to create any of these, you can see just a general basis of how we ended up with the shade that we got. And so now that we have everything that I think I want in the bottle, we're going to just take some glory shots before mixing this up, because how beautiful is unmixed nail polish? Like, I could honestly just stare at this for hours, days even, because it's just so pretty to me. But that's not the point of this video, so we're going to spin this bottle around, get that inside mixed up, and I did shake it just so we could get the sides of the bottle to show that inner color. And you can see already it's like dark, really pink, kind of just sparkly, holographic, super cool polish that honestly I wish I could have added more black to, or like some less pink, because for what I was going for, I think it's just a little bit too bright for a quote-unquote blood red, and I didn't have more room in the bottle to add more black. So as I use this one up, I can definitely add some more black to darken it up and I think get closer to what I was aiming for. But I still really enjoy how this one turned out. It's very cool, it's very sparkly, and you'll see in the photo in a moment in the shade all the different elements that play together to actually create this polish. I think that that's one of the cool parts of this, is that there's so many different things that go into it that no matter what, it looks really stunning. So even if it's not what I want a whole bottle of, it's still a stunning nail polish. Look at this in the sun. There's just so much holographic, all these little like glimmers and shimmers, just shining around, and then in the shade we have those metallic flecks, that really beautiful pink base coming out. So again, just a really cool polish. Next up, this is something I've wanted to try since I got Rare Magic from Enchanted Polish, which that polish is a multi-chrome with linear holo, which completely blew my mind. So I decided to go green for this one. I grabbed my Chameleon Coat. I grabbed my homemade mix of lemon sucker and green taffy mixed, which if you see those listed in any of the ingredients for these mixes, it's a 50-50 ratio of those two polishes together. So don't think that you can't make it just because you don't have those like mixed already. You can totally just throw a little bit of each one and you have that. So I tried to capture the multi-chrome, which was super hard to do in this lighting. So we're gonna have an extra photo of this one outdoors just so you can really see the cool shift that this one has. I think that it ended up turning out pretty good. I would almost say to like take a multi-chrome and mix linear holo taco in it instead of something that had a colored base already, because I feel like the green from that linear polish kind of drowned out the purple spectrum of the multi-chrome. So I'm not disappointed with this one by any means. Like, look at how cool that is. You get that kind of slate green and then it switches over to a beautiful forest green. What the heck? Look at that. I love this one, even though there's things I would change. I totally love how this one came out. So again, just a few different lightings so you can see that forest green, that kind of almost metallic green, and then not really purple, but this is where you would kind of see purple. So not a fail, but maybe I'll make some adjustments and try this one out. Let me know what you think. Next up, we're gonna try a big ol' mix of oranges, because everyone on the YouTube community post that I made about this video said, please make anything not purple. We don't want to see purple bonus tracks. So I said, all right, I'm gonna do one in every other color of the rainbow. So this is our orange mix, and I just went through and I grabbed anything that was like orange, kind of orange-ish. We have some gold flaky taco. That's not orange, but I thought that it would add a nice little touch to this. So again, these pre-mixed bottle shots blow me away. I just like desktop wallpaper, screensaver, like give it all to me, because I think that these are so sexy. And I found that I really liked how this one looked just after that initial mixing, so I didn't add anything else. I didn't change any ratios. I just wanted to swatch it. So this one almost reminds me of like the Xyler polish on crack. Like, it's just an orange glitter bomb. There is so much sparkle in this one. It's honestly like a little bit too much, I think. There's some unicorn skin too, so that kind of plays into it, and I'm not disappointed, because like I said earlier, these are all so beautiful, but it just doesn't call to me like I would want a bonus track to call to me. You know what I mean? It's pretty, but it's not enough. So we're gonna keep looking, we're gonna keep going. But again, if this is your jam, totally a beautiful polish to make. Like, look at this in the sun, that linear holo just is absolutely gorgeous. And then in the shade, it almost gets that really metallic finish where it's just, it's very cool. So again, if this is your jam, I say make it. I laughed at myself while editing this footage together, because I started with these 3 colors for this polish and I ended up adding like 3 or 4 other ones. So I wanted something teal, I wanted it to have unicorn skin, and I wanted it to be really pretty. So I grabbed Full Charge, Hydropower, and Sonic Unicorn Skin, thinking that would be a really nice combo. But then I was like, okay, let's get a little crazy. Let's throw some multi-chrome in. Let's get some limited edition Holo Taco. Oh, actually first, let's get some scattered Holo Taco. And then off camera, I put in the blue flaky Holo Taco. So what I would do is I would mix it up in the bottle, look at it on the brush, and then there was a few instances like with this one where I was like, you know, I really think it needs a little oomph, a little extra. So that's where I would throw in, for example, that blue Flakie. And I think that perfectly made this one. So where this one's like 50% toppers in this mix, it did really thin out the jelly bases of the linear holo polishes, but for the swatch I was able to get away with just 2 coats of the polish and it looked really good, though for the photo at the end of the swatch I did do 3 coats, so I guess it was just like my application or whatever at the time. And mind you, these brushes are the mini bottle brushes and they're just cheap bottles from Amazon, so it's not this spectacular brush that gave really good application necessarily, so that was just a slight struggle with this video, but nothing really to complain about, and it didn't affect the polishes. Like this one specifically I think came out so beautifully. We have that, again, linear holo base, so super beautiful in the sun, and then this one in the shade I think is where it really shows. Like those unicorn skins come through and it's just very cool, and I feel like that mermaidy vibe I was going for, so I am satisfied. The inspiration behind this one was I wanted a party punch that wasn't cool toned. So if you've ever seen Party Punch, you can see it right here. It's like a very, almost a blue undertoned red, if that makes sense. So I decided to grab from my OG mixing video, I grabbed my red licorice orange drink mix and I threw that as a 50-50 ratio in with the Party Punch because that's a very orangey polish because of the orange drink. So it kind of wiped out that cool undertone and left us with a really, really beautiful polish. So I did throw in some rainbow snow off camera for some added glitter. And you can see on this application, it's practically a one coater. So the combination of these polishes just made a really beautiful and opaque nail polish that I think, again, came out really beautifully. This one was exactly like what I wanted it to be, but it didn't call to me enough, again, as my bonus track. I don't know what it is. It's really stressing me out. Let me just say, I cannot decide what to mix in that damn bottle. I don't know what I'm gonna do because they're all beautiful, but I don't know what to do. Did anyone else go through this? It's like, it's just an empty bottle. I can empty it out literally. But anyway, this is this polish in the sun, which just super cool, super beautiful. And then in the shade, you can kind of see those bigger flecks of glitter and just that undertone a little bit more. So I like this one. Now a polish that I was really, really excited to create. I decided to grab the black linear holo Electrostatic and then the 3 first anniversary Flakie holo toppers. So those were the limited edition ones from last year's anniversary. I have a lot of them. I bought like too many, but I figured why not repurpose some and make a super cool like galaxy in a bottle, maybe, because all these different colored little stars in a linear base are gonna just mix together and create something so cool, right? So beautiful, right? Well, we're gonna shake it up, we're gonna swatch this baby, and we're gonna see. I feel like at the time of this brush reveal, I should have assumed that maybe I should add more of the Flakies, but I didn't, and I feel like upon the application you can see that was maybe a mistake. I think that the 3 ratio of the electrostatic to 1:1:1 of each of the toppers, it was still way too much electrostatic. It just drowns out the glitters somehow. I think the base is just a little bit too dark, which is great for a black linear holo polish. That's exactly what you want it to be. But in terms of this combo, I definitely think it would have just made more sense to make a mix of the 3 toppers and then put that over an electrostatic manicure. I mean, that's just my opinion. Let me know down below what you think, because you can still see those glitters. They are there. They show up, especially in the sun, they show up really well. So I've said this like 8 times. I'm not disappointed with this polish, but it's not what I thought it was gonna be, you know? Next up, I wanted to try to make a brown in the linear holo formula. So I originally thought that my OG Franken polish was gonna be kind of brown, but it ended up more purple. So I figured purple and yellow make brown, so purple and orange should make brown too, right? So I mixed them together, and honestly, I think the final result of this one is exactly what I was going for. We end up with a super beautiful, just like a milk chocolate color that it's really stunning. Like, I am very happy with this one. Not enough that I want a whole bottle of it again, but to have this mini one, I think around fall for this year, it's just, oh, this one with orange drink as a mani, or like, I don't know, with some fall nail art over it. I'm totally feeling this shade. I don't know if you can hear the excitement in my voice, but I really like how this one came out. So I would say mission accomplished here. We made it brown linear holo. If you want to make this one at home, you just gotta mix all 7 original linear holos with a bunch more orange, and there you go. You get a brown holo. How cool was that, right? I'm blown away. Obviously in the sun, we're gonna have a super holographic polish, and then in the shade, you can just see the base color a little bit better. So A+, chef's kiss. I am impressed. And this one, I actually didn't intend to include in this video because it was kind of just like, I was talking to my friend and we made a light pink linear shade with hot wire and circuit breaker. And then I had that little bottle of it and I was like, oh my god, it should totally just add more to this, because why the heck not? So I threw in some unicorn skin and Flakie taco based on my other friend's suggestion. And I think this one came out super cool. It's like a really pretty light baby pink with that unicorn and then those big flanky chunks. Those big flaky chunks are just like packed in there, and I think that this one turned out like pretty nice. Like for a surprise edition, I am digging it. And so this last one I was most excited for because someone suggested that I should grab my favorite polish from each collection and mix all those together. And I knew it was going to be purple, so I saved it for the end because I know that people didn't want to see purple, but I'm sorry you guys. If you've watched the channel, you know that purple's my favorite color. So obviously some of these ended up being the purple polishes, but I think that this one came out so cool. There's like a billion things going on in it when you see it in the swatch. Like, it's just like finish after finish and just holo and rainbow and metal and all this crazy stuff. It's so cool, but again, I'm not attached to it enough to want a whole bonus track of it, especially because look at how full this bottle is. I have like practically half a bottle of this already. So I really mean it when I say that I need your help and I want your opinion on what you think looks good mixed together, because I'm just overwhelmed. I don't know what to do with my bonus track, but you can see as I'm showing it on the brush here, when I tilt it back, you can kind of get the pink from the multi-chrome in there, and just very cool. I think that this polish did come out spectacularly. Like there's nothing like this one out there in my opinion. There's no polish with so much going on in it and so much packed into it, but I don't know, you guys. What do I do for my bonus track? It's such a hard decision because it's like, it's the only time I'll ever get a full-on, just clean, empty bottle from Holo Taco. I don't want to screw it up, and I want to make a little video about it, but I don't know what to do, so definitely leave your opinions because I'm an overwhelmed little boy. I don't know what to, I can't handle it. I composed myself. We're going to look at our final swatch of the video, which, boom, it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. The sun was kind of starting to set, so we didn't get a full-on sun shot, but you can still see some of that holo, some of that glitter, and just a bunch of unicorn skin. And then this is in my studio lighting because I figured you could kind of see all of those elements a little bit better. As always, I want to hear your thoughts on the polishes in today's video, but especially in today's video because you've never seen them before. I never really saw them before, so I want to know what you think and I want your input because, like I said earlier, it's really stressing me out trying to make this decision of what to make my bonus track. Like, there's just endless possibilities and I have no idea what to do with it. If you haven't already, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. Also, feel free to follow me over on Instagram and Twitter because I am super active over there, so definitely connect with me on those sites as well. But that's going to be it for today. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. I hope you guys enjoyed, but until the next one, I will see you next time.